Hey there, folks. Welcome back to Let's Play Mass Effect 3 Citadel DLC. I'm the Serious JG. And this continues to be the DLC where you just kind of... Well, we had some fairly rough combat early on, but yeah, I think we're pretty much, you're supposed to be on break. I remember once, and it's what I felt like doing. So even looking back, it's like, man, I should have been doing something cooler and more adventurous. But no, I remember my first R&R when I came back to the state in Afghanistan. I came back to the States, and maybe it was my second R&R, but there was like a weekend because I was off for like 2 weeks and change. But there was a weekend where it's just like Bobo. I went up to Bobo's apartment. I slept in his basement. We just played Dynasty Warriors 5. We recorded. Oh, it was Dynasty Warriors 5 Empires. We just recorded. I think that whole fucking Let's Play was probably recorded in 2 weekends. Because I was just like, you know what? I'm back in America, and that's kind of what I feel like doing. Not for like 100% of my time, but for an awful lot. Jeez. Anyway. Relay defense. What were the rules? Target enemies as they approach. Keep launching allied ships on a row to get them safely to Mass Effect Relay to maintain a score multiplier. Only 3 missiles can be activated at one time. Destroy enemies before they damage the planet. If your planet takes too much damage, the game is over. Earn a prize for achieving a high score. Boy, I hope you're not fighting the Reapers, because if you are, it'd be a bit dark. Launch a missile, send out a ship. I think I'm going to have to just figure this out by playing it. Oh yeah, you are fighting Reapers. Seems kind of dark to me.
Enemies approaching.
I don't know what I'm doing here at all. Oh, you're supposed to be... You're supposed to be...
Enemies approaching. You're good. Hit.
I don't understand what the launch ship thing is about. They haven't really done it properly yet.
Hit. Keep it up.
Oh, you get score multiplier. Okay, you don't have an unlimited number of them.
Stay alert. Good. Hit. Keep it up. Enemies approaching. Enemies approaching.
So you can just spam the screen with shots.
Approaching. Miss.
They are damaging the planet though as we go. So yeah, this is a game in which they're making a little arcade adventure game out of the fact that the Reapers are destroying planets.
Congratulations. That's a new high score.
Okay. I don't even feel like I understand what was happening, but how was that a high score? I had 250. Well, I guess it was my personal high score. Alright, so I don't really feel like I understood that game, but that's okay. You're shooting at Reapers. I was supposed to be... Yeah. Let's try it one more time. I don't think I'm going to get, like, the ultimate high score, but... Oh. But I don't see any reason not to be trying to launch ships.
Stay alert. Stay alert. Enemies approaching. Enemies approaching. You're good.
Oh, those things are where the Reapers are warping in.
Stay alert.
I thought they were like gateways that your guys could go in. Okay, so you don't want to... When you see those little things, you need to be shooting missiles at them. I got you.
Keep it up.
Okay.
Stay alert. Hit.
Stay alert to hits.
Enemies approaching.
I've already got more points than I got last time, and I haven't even...
Stay alert. Keep it up.
Stop yelling at me to stay alert, you meanie.
Hit. Stay alert.
Okay, so they're starting to damage the planet, but it took a little bit longer this time, didn't it?
Keep it up. Hit.
Millions are dying on the planet below.
Enemies
Keep it up.
approaching. Miss. Stay alert. You're good. Keep it up. Enemies approaching.
Okay, it went to hell there, because I thought I was doing really good.
Congratulations. That's a new high score.
You beat whoever that person was who wasn't as good as Bailey. Bailey, who might become the NXT champion tomorrow night on NXT TakeOver. Tomorrow night on NXT TakeOver Brooklyn, Bailey faces Sasha Banks. So, this video will not be posted. By the time this video is posted, that match will have happened. Tower of Hanoi.
I don't think so. Towers of Hanoi. I don't think so.
Okay. This will just take a second. Let's go ahead and we might as well do it now, so you guys can get my my reaction. Towers of Hanoi. Oh, okay. That is the game where you have like 3 vertical poles, and you have In Mass Effect 1, we had to reset. It was during the mission on Noveria. We had to like restart the something or other. Towers of Hanoi, you can Google it yourself. I'm trying to describe it visually. I can't. There's like a tower. There's a base piece which is long. There is a piece directly above the base which is not as long. There's a piece above that which is not as long, and then there is a top which is the narrowest of all. So it's like it forms kind of a triangle with a base at the bottom made of 4 pieces, and you have to move them from the leftmost thing to the rightmost thing. And if you watch me play Mass Effect, that was the game that they put in for you to restart something or other. But it's an old game, and it was pretty clearly them just like, you know, using this old game as a free way to extend. So it's like an inside joke. It's like, Towers of Hanoi, what the fuck? Nobody wants to play that shit. Because it was from Mass Effect 1.
Below their shields, move in real close, and then detonate.
Hey,
Tech armor takes them right down. But couldn't you
it's
just
Jet Black.
hit them?
No, it's not Jet Black. I keep saying it's Jet Black. It's Spike from Cowboy Bebop. Hey, apparently Trainer has like enough stuff that it has to load. Wow. Ah, it is this shit. I thought Yakshi was like, Hard-Out Yakshi, aren't they like super evil? Well, we didn't get to play her at chess, and we just were told that we'd lost. Oh, it's like that Bond movie where he's playing the nuclear Armageddon game, and if you lose, you actually get electrically shocked as you play.
Space chess?
It's called Kapesh Yakshi, Blade of the Night Winds. The Asari have played it since... We were supposed to meet for lunch.
Slap her.
I'm so sorry. I entered the tournament on a lark. I thought I'd be eliminated in the first few rounds.
No, you didn't, you stuck-up.
Oh, don't worry. You'll be free to join your friend in 20 moves or fewer.
Dun dun dun.
T'Souza.
Jeez.
Trainer, would you like to just give me your frigates now? I always take them sooner or later.
Polgara T'Souza. She's knocked me out of 4 tournaments.
I got a special hint from Star Trek Next Generation. Play for a tie and she'll get so frustrated she'll leave. You've grown as a person, win this thing. I mean, again, none of the dialogue choices are what I'd say, because what I'd say is like, who cares? Let's go get lunch and let the blue chick who's overly obsessed with this game revel in her meaningless victory while we enjoy a nice lunch, and then go out and save the universe because we rule and she sucks. What? Sadly, that is not one of the choices. So, win this thing as the renegade, which, you know, yeah, I get that. You're just like, yeah, kick her ass, kick her ass. You've grown as a person, I think, is probably so, like, we're going to have to sit here and watch Trainer play a game of this rather than, you know, dinner, lunch, whatever we're supposed to get.
That was before you helped manage intel for a galactic war.
Actually, it was just yesterday.
I've gotten a lot better since I came to the Normandy.
Which is a frigate, by the way. So try not to lose it.
Roger that.
I'm going to go eat lunch with Vega.
Damn it. Ah!
So much for your frigate. Neural feedback. It disincentivizes sacrificing pieces casually.
Suck it up, use the pain, destroy her. Oh, so we do have to play?
A few more centuries, Trainer, and you might be a challenge. You must not have that much time to practice now, living on that warship.
Having a life.
My people have more respect for the great thinkers. I'm able to live quite comfortably teaching Asari maidens tactics and strategy through this game.
Well, I want, like, to me the Paragon thing to do is just let Trainer fight her own battle, because, you know, believe in yourself, Sailor Moon. I guess you could be Tuxedo Mask and say a bunch of shit like that. And I guess that this is the Tuxedo Mask choice. You just jump in there and say a bunch of shit, but she's actually going to win the battle. But, no, when there's Smurf dialogue, you got to take it. Unless I ever play through the game again, Renegade, not impossible. But if I do, yeah, we'll have to come up with some name for the red dialogue. For the 4 of you still watching this LP at this point. Okay. I'm not going to get into, I don't have enough viewers mode, but yeah. Go ahead and give me your suggestions on what we should call this. Obviously, this is Smurf dialogue, even if Avatar has supplanted the Smurfs, so it's like the weird blue stuff. Give me your suggestions for what we would call Renegade dialogue if I ever do another playthrough of this. But for now, Smurf dialogue should empower Trainer to win.
So, your job is playing games?
Mentoring students in strategic and tactical simulations.
So they can do what Trainer
Specialist
does.
Trainer here helped us take down Cerberus. We're preparing our final assault thanks to her efforts.
I'm sure she's a wonderful serviceman, but she just lost her last frigate.
Ah! Traded her last frigate, actually, for your homeworld.
Bitch! And she dies. What? She died! What the fuck was that?
And I apologize again for missing lunch.
All for a good cause, Trainer. Carry on.
Carry on humiliating our allies, the Asari, and straining relations with them in a way that can never be repaired. You just sacrificed our homeworld for that frigate. Okay, well there you go. I was worried that we were going to have to learn a complex tactical game where I wouldn't feel like I'd 100% completed. But nope. It was just a... Well, that was actually pretty lame. It would... You too, buddy. I'm probably obsessing too much. But I want to see what happens. 751, 75, 26, 75. I want to see what happens if you watch silently. Like, if you don't say something, does she still win? I'm curious. That's all it is. It's curiosity. We won't bother to go see the Renegade thing to say, because it's probably the same shit. I mean, the Paragon thing to say is to accuse this person of, oh, you play games for a living? Renegade thing to say is probably like, you play games for a living? Bitch! So, I think it was like halfway up the stairs, you meet Trainer.
So you detonate your tech
Oh, I'll have to load it all again, though. That's right. It was a big, long load thing for this. I wonder if you could play. It'd be cool if you could play as the Arachnine multiplayer. I'm pretty sure you can't. The closest I came to ever checking out multiplayer was because you could play as the. I think you were able to play as the Bolus, and I was kind of curious about that.
Oh, don't. Would you like to...
So-
to Sousa. She's knocked me out of 4 tournaments.
Specialist?
Commander,
Kick her ass.
roger that.
So that was cooler. A lot of the Renegade dialogue is cooler, of course.
My people have more respect for the great thinkers. I'm able to live quite comfortably teaching Asari maidens tactics and strategy
And by
through
comfortably,
this
I
game.
mean I can afford to play this game. Oh man. So she fucking loses and dies horribly.
Excellent match, trainer. See you next time.
If you don't say Smurf dialogue, she loses.
The only reason there's gonna be a next time is because you're fighting this war.
Why didn't
I
you
know.
say something uplifting before? I would have won, you son of a
Thanks.
bitch! Oh man, she gets a big phallic trophy. Trainer didn't get a big phallic trophy when she won. I'm sure she would have enjoyed a phallic trophy. Yeah, anyway, phallic trophy. Okay, moving right along. Yeah, you know, if you're big into like watching me, you know, stumble fuck my way through action missions, I have a feeling you're going to want to check in with this LP again. The next video that doesn't have Citadel DLC part something in its title. Because I think we're going to have a lot of it's the fan service DLC. There's going to be a lot of cutesy little scenes. So I'm assuming now that Specialist Trainer won her...
Oh, I see. It's a trap.
Just double checking to make sure we got the right save slot. But yeah, Specialist Trainer. We apparently don't get to eat lunch with Specialist Trainer under any circumstance. What is it called? Shattered Ezo. Hey, buddy, are you a Batarian? Oh, wow, cool. Sorry, it's just so nice to see a Batarian. It's like doing kind of a, they're either portrayed as like poor and suffering refugees or shady people who work for Arya or slavers or something. Because I see as Batarian, his job's like, hey, I'm creator here. You know, have a good time. Let me know if you need anything. It's like, hey, nice. Yeah, glad to see the Batarian gets to do like a, you know, something kind of legit. So, Javik and Garrus, was Trainer marked on our map? I think she was. So, okay. That basically means that we can do these little scenes with Garrus and Javik. Garrus and Javik? Garrus and Javik and not worry about, like, they will advance the plot. Oh my god. We can deal with them. So I like Garrus better, so we'll do Javik first, and we'll save Garrus for last. That's how I'm looking at this. Oh, but Miranda. Aren't we supposed to meet up with Miranda, too? Oh, I sure hope that this works the same way.
Enjoying your shore leave, Javik?
No.
I have been asked to take part in a feat. I am told it is a great honor and will boost morale for the war.
Well, sure.
Who says
why-
it will?
Ah, Commander Shepard.
Uh-oh.
I didn't realize you were coming too.
Welcome to Moorland's famous studio.
Perfect timing. You can play yourself. Attention! The Prothean is on set. Someone tell the stunt double he's been demoted. We have the real Shepard now. All right, places, everyone.
I'm vaguely
Quickly,
surprised.
quickly.
Well, he didn't agree to be
Back
part of
up.
this.
Roll cameras.
I'm vaguely surprised that Conrad Werner wasn't the stunt double.
And action. Commander Shepard, thank you for coming. The urgent hour of doom, which we all urgently face, draws near. Urgently so.
Yeah, hilarious.
But there is hope. The Council understands you recently found a Prothean in a refrigerator and defrosted him.
What? You know, it's zany and all, but wouldn't they have given Shepard his lines first? You shouldn't really have a choice unless one of them is read your lines and the other one is be a dick.
Yeah. He was in the freezer, right behind the Varen roast.
So how's the other one less douchey?
You die now! Not yet. That line comes later. The Vorcha
This is
Counselor
so
will
zany.
kindly refrain from further interruptions.
I
Vorcha
believe I've
Counselor.
been misinformed about the purpose of this vid.
Yeah, get out, walk
Now
out.
then,
This is
oh wise Prothean
about to turn
elder,
into a porn, isn't
what
it?
wisdom of the ages can you share with us?
So he wasn't given a script either?
Solarian kidney is best served at room temperature. It is even better when the Solarian is still alive. The fear adds spice.
Prothean no like you.
Did someone say Prothean? This one is familiar with enkindling. This one has enkindled multiple females across the
Oh
galaxy.
wow, we get to meet Blasto! As lame as this is,
You showed up. The galaxy is under attack.
Blasto, it's about time you came in and read lines from the actual script.
Someone had warned us about them years ago.
This one tried. This one was ignored. This one's efforts fell on obstructed auditory senses.
Actually, that was me. Sovereign, Saren.
Wait, how is
You
this
might
an
have heard of
Paragon interrupt? The Paragon thing to do is let Blasto take the
Yes,
credit.
and Blasto here destroyed half the Citadel, putting them down. But even he's just one Hanar.
And now we've asked Commander Shepard and his Prothean partner here to assist.
This one did not read that far into the script. This one does not share top billing.
Wait, what? But it's Blasto 7. Blasto goes to war? Think of the children.
In my cycle, your kind were nothing more than appetizers. Would you prefer to be boiled or fried?
Prothean no like you.
This one has found his motivation.
Hahaha.
Very well. Commander Shepard and Prothean partner of undetermined ethnic origin. Welcome to the Spectre Club.
Again, I guess I have to get over the fact that up right doesn't always mean Paragon, bottom right doesn't always mean Renegade, but
I've been in the club for 3 years now.
Correct. But you are not an Ultra Spectre Elite 4000 Deluxe. This one is a 7000. This one has less recoil and faster load time.
I don't know why they're making
Where is the
Blasto a
airlock
jerk.
so
I
I may
mean,
throw you out of it.
We don't have a prop for that. Cue the sound effects. Change the backdrop.
this isn't really how filmmaking works, folks. I'm just throwing that out there.
Half-brother sluggard.
Uh,
And he's looking for some payback.
Cue the stunt double.
this is really undermining my love of Blasto.
Your line. Say your line. You die now. Oh no!
Good job.
The Vorcha Counselor is indoctrinated.
This one is the hero of the
no,
Citadel.
like you.
This one has an incendiary projectile with the Counselor's name on it.
We got to interrupt here.
This one is the hero of the Citadel. I'll handle it.
This one insists.
This one doesn't care.
This one wishes he was still frozen in the refrigerator.
You know, we all wish that, Javik.
May we go now, Commander?
Yes, please.
Strike the set. Telcasting will need a new Vorcha. Prepare for Blasto 8. Blasto cures the genophage.
Oh man, I thought Shepard was gonna turn around and murder that guy. Okay, so yeah, did I mention that this is fan service? This is fan service. The whole Blasto thing, you know, it's okay. I think Blasto was more fun before they tried to, you know, well, you know, let's quick go through that again. Why not? Why not? Let's do the Blasto thing again, and we won't do any Paragon interrupts. We'll take the Renegade dialogue. So might as well see what there is to be seen because, well, it wasn't really setting my world on fire. Their heart's in the right place. They recognize that the people love and want more Blasto. Maybe we didn't get the best Blasto that money could buy here. I mean, frankly, the, sound-only Blasto and his partner, whose name I don't remember, going, "Badassfully." I loved that. I loved that to death. I loved that to little tiny pieces. So this didn't really live up, but, still, they tried. They tried. So there's no way to get down there without... Yeah, fine, I should... Badassfully. Did somebody say sidekick? Yeah, that sucked. I don't understand why, it might be funner. There's different angles they could have taken. Blasto, they paid lip service to the fact that Blasto was an actor by having Blasto say he wouldn't share top billing. Blah, blah, blah. I mean, if you try to think about it realistically, he is still a member of that species. You'd think he would be a little awed by the Prothean. Maybe he's not the most traditional member of his species, but just kind of ignoring the fact that one of his people's gods showed up on set seems a bit...
Who says it will?
Come in. Attention! All right, places, everyone. And... Commander Shepard, thank you for coming. The urgent hour of doom, which we all urgently face, draws near. Urgently so.
Yeah.
But there is hope. The Council understands you recently found a Prothean in a refrigerator and defrosted him.
Who wrote the script? Oh my god.
So are you guys just making this up, or what?
Of course not. A writer wrote it, so it must be true.
Zany. The zaniness just keeps getting zanier.
You die now! Not yet. That line comes later. The Vorcha Counselor will kindly refrain from further interruptions.
Like, seriously, I don't understand what they're doing here. It's...
Now then, oh wise...
You don't have to know a lot about film to know that when somebody says the line at the wrong place, they don't continue on. And you can say I'm being a spoilsport for wanting to, critique this, but what's the purpose of it if it doesn't make any sense when you... the guys who wrote this probably just rolling over with laughter as they wrote it, and that's fine, if they enjoyed it.
This one has enkindled
I'm getting fun stuff out of this DLC. Every moment of it doesn't have to be perfect.
Blasto, about time you showed up.
Why am I watching this
The
again? I'm just
galaxy is under
bitch about it the whole
attack by
time.
Reapers.
I basically want to see what happens when you let Blasto do his thing without interrupting with your Paragon interrupts, which are actually being a dick.
This one was ignored. This one's efforts fell on obstructed auditory senses.
Yeah.
And now we've asked Commander Shepard and his Prothean partner here to assist.
This one did not read that far into the script.
Okay, so that made no
This one
difference.
does not share top billing.
Wait, what?
We're your sidekick.
But it's Blasto 7. Blasto goes to war? Think of the children.
In my cycle, your kind were nothing more than appetizers. Would you prefer to be boiled or fried?
Prothean, no like you.
And it's the old,
This one has found his
what's my motivation, your paycheck
Very
gag,
well.
okay.
Commander Shepard and Prothean partner of undetermined ethnic origin. Welcome to the Spectre Club.
And now we can call him an idiot.
You know what, Blasto? I think you're just a big, stupid jellyfish. How did you become a Spectre?
I am not just a Spectre. I am an Ultra Spectre.
Okay, so again, it makes
7000
no
deluxe,
difference.
Now with less recoil and faster load time.
Where is the airlock so I may throw you out of it?
We don't have a prop for that. Cue the sound effects. Change the backdrop.
So we let him defeat the... Okay.
It's Sovereign half-brother Sluggard. And he's looking for some payback.
Cue the stunt double.
Possibly the weakest joke of all.
Say your line. You die now. Oh no! The Vorcha Counselor is indoctrinated!
See, I would have made him say, Prothean no like you, but...
This one is the hero of the Citadel. This one has an
Maybe this
incendiary
means
projectile
that,
with the Counselor's
what's his
on
name, the Prothean will interrupt
Vorcha
instead of
Scout.
us.
Prepare for death.
This one wishes he was still frozen in the
Okay, well,
refrigerator.
he interrupted no matter what. So we
Here we
watched the
go
whole
now,
thing
Commander.
twice, and it is 99% identical.
Strike the set. Telcasting will need a new Vorcha. Prepare for Blasto 8. Blasto cures the genophage.
which will also be 40 seconds long and feature the director yelling from off camera, "It's not time for that line yet!" I'm telling, and then, oh god, and just to rub my face in it, they go back to the Elcor Shakespeare joke being redone less funny than previously. But, all great series go downhill. I love the Godzilla movies, and even though some people really pull it out as being like so zany that it was fun, I think the original Godzilla series, when Godzilla took on the smog monster, you kind of knew that the wheels were coming off the Godzilla train. I mean, how many of us have loved the Star Wars movies and then the prequels? There were people who, I remember one comment, I think from the Rift Tracks was, "Hey man, remember when Return of the Jedi was the disappointing Star Wars movie?" Yeah, I gotta say, from what we've seen and heard, I think Blasto 7, that's where the Blasto series has started to go into decline. But, you never know. It's not impossible to turn a film series around. Blasto 8, Blasto cures the genophage. It could be back on track, especially if they bring back his badass partner, whose name I cannot remember. Regardless of whether badass partner comes back, either way, I'm Mysterious GG. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. I'm having a good time going through all this. I hope you are too. There's a part of me that's wondering when I'll get to actually play the game again. But, no, that was a... Man, boy, now that I think about it, I bitched a lot during this DLC. There was a long and, in my mind, pretty boring combat lead-in to finally facing that clone. In what was an interesting boss fight, and I could have... If I was better at the game, it wouldn't have taken so freaking long. But, yeah, a lot of combat early on, and I guess this is our reward? In quotes? Anyway, see you guys next time for more of the Citadel DLC.